Because it just fucks it up.
You know, I actually hit record to get that recorded. Like, just time.
So while I'm over here pondering taco spice watermelon, let's actually start the recording.
Yeah,
Take two, guys. Take two.
That video was horrible.
Because I did a
taco
stupid
spice
thing.
watermelon.
Oh, hey, look at the security guard over here. He's such a big weeb.
We already went through all the jokes. It's not the same.
Hideki Kamiya is such a poignant person. I'm not entirely sure if he was responsible for this.
I do wonder what kind of pizza he's eating, though.
But remember what I said about how there's always one weeaboo in every Metal Gear game?
I PUPSTAR.
No,
you say that.
Are you looking at boots?
Eka, you say that, but have you seen Raiden?
Mr. Raiden?
Weeaboo Prime.
Are you Mr. Raiden, sir? Do I look like Raiden?
At least he's polite enough to ask. Like, if you're just like, oh, you're just a fucking dog, what the hell are you doing here? I'd be like, well, that's a little rude.
I'll tell her you've arrived.
That is totally racist. So yeah, cute girl over here, Sonika Lukovic. She was mentioned in Metal Gear Solid 2. She actually had a role in the MGS4, which was cooking eggs.
Yet. Well, I mean, she was like, well, no, she was barely born in 2, so it's like.
Just remember this, boys.
About to see how bad her hair
The
model
only
is in a
reason
second.
why she was able to build the thing that she built in this game is because she finally figured out how to cook eggs right. Otherwise,
This is actually one of my favorite scenes. Like,
So bad.
It's leaving me hanging, bro.
yeah, yeah, PUPSTAR left him hanging, and then he all of a sudden he almost goes Ripper mode.
PUPSTAR, what the hell? You're supposed to shake my hand.
So exactly.
So is Sunny a
I don't
nickname
think
for her?
So Eka,
No,
I
her
don't
actual
think you've
name.
noticed.
Her actual name is Sunny, as in Sunny.
Is she named after the eggs?
I don't know. I think.
But Eka, there's just one issue here, which is I don't like you're talking about how funny it is that Jack almost went Ripper mode there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like there hasn't been any sort of indication that Jack has some, like, you know, anger and mental issues.
You just ripped
during
off the
this time.
Saber engine, you little bitch.
Right. Hey.
No, he's been repressing it for the entire game, and now he has like some level of control over it. Hence, why he's not going about the entire Solus facility and killing everybody there.
No.
You know that after this game, Jack totally goes Ripper mode and it just jacks off non-stop.
You spent way too long to put that together, Ferris.
So, Sunny, before I leave, I just wanted to see if you were interested in maybe joining my girlfriend harem because I think you're small enough that you won't throw off the ratio.
Was that like 8.5?
No, it's 7. You can't go to 8,
one of my favorite scenes.
or everything goes to 10.
Did you guys notice that when like they were about to take off, Raiden was looking around all like panic-like, and then both of them put on their little battle shields?
Now,
I
whenever
don't
I
have
see
good
like,
experiences with planes.
whenever I see aircraft dip that low before like taking off, I almost feel like that the bottom part of the craft is just going to scrape along the ground.
Well, they kind of have to
We
be
have
designed
to, we
so
have
that
to
they
say goodbye to the best character in the game, by the way, right before we head off to Pakistan.
And then it explodes, aka the Challenger.
That guard looked like a cross between a gorilla and Shinji's dad.
Yeah, it kind of does.
You almost look like Kamiya there.
A little bit.
So yeah, we somehow just had some kind of crash landing in Pakistan. They didn't really show us that, but you know, we'll just skip ahead to it.
PUPSTAR, I'm glad we survived. That crash was amazing. You really pulled your weight there.
It'd be a shame if anyone missed that.
I didn't know you could transform into that. That was awesome. You like merged with the plane and everything and lifted a mountain to save me. It's a part of our journey we will never forget.
I like the part where I suplexed the plane.
Raiden, are you sure you weren't high on your pain inhibitors again?
There were a lot of jet fuel fumes. Might have messed with my head a little bit.
Still just came out of Colorado. I might have brought a dime bag on the plane.
I think I'm still emitting like a residual pot field.
I'm pretty sure that dime bag was laced with LSD. Just saying.
It was a good
Absolute-
shit.
So
Absolute
anyway,
THC
final level of the
field.
game. So anyway, final level of the game is this boring ass military base. After we kind of climbed up an entirely structurally unsound corporate building
Well, we're
and
Guys,
ran around in Mexico.
that guy over there had a special arm. Let's see if Sweet cuts it off.
yes.
I call dibs on that arm.
Hey. I oh.
Hi.
God damn it.
You are really bad at stealth.
Hey, you guys want to see a cool trick?
Why do I care about being bad at stealth when I can just do this?
This is stealth. I only alerted like 7 dudes.
Because you could be a cool sneaky ninja and then do that.
Yeah, so you do lose out on ninja cred right here.
Fuck ninja cred.
Being a ninja is not about being stealthy. It's about cutting 20 dudes in half in like a minute.
By the way, I know this is at the end of the game, but I'm still kind of annoyed that Ryan hasn't really fixed his eye. Like, he still has that, like, patch of cloth on his head.
Nano clothes, son.
Maybe he's just covering up something badass and forgets to like undo it.
I think in the lore, like they did. I think in the lore they did offer to fix his eye when they gave him his custom body. He just kind of liked how the cameras looked a lot better.
Also, all I can think of is just the fact that, like, Sweet sliced him like 7 times before finally getting this on Datsu.
Yeah.
I was just like, bullseye!
Nailed it first time.
Also for anybody else playing this game or interested in playing this game, this is the only level where you can call Courtney on the codec. Or, sorry, not Courtney, Sonny on the codec.
Because everyone knows Desperado
Like
has a
they introduced like a relatively important character to Raiden here because you know they were kind of linked together since MGS2. And in his own game, you can only call her in the final level right before you go fight Armstrong.
Remember WMD?
And she has a lot of interesting stuff to say. And she's probably one of the funnier codec conversations in the game.
What WMDs in Iraq?
Anyways, we're not gonna.
Yeah, that was the point.
If they need to keep
Conversation.
up appearances.
Rejacking. Oh no.
And almost no one would
What's
have
with this
access to
music
information
playing in the back during this?
It wouldn't be difficult to keep
Because we're talking about America here.
I'm heading for the
Just
control
imagine what it would look like to an
If I can
observer with
destroy
Raiden
the
just
antenna
sliding around in
array,
front of this
the
fence
US
right now.
military will know
Yeah.
something's wrong.
He'll never get past this fence! Even though we cut a guy in half.
And I blew the winds of destruction.
Yes,
It-
but
it's
can he
my
cut
greatest
through
weakness.
steel? Sir,
thing.
our men have very
Pretty
strong
armor.
steel plating. I'm pretty sure he can cut through the gate.
Oh, you didn't fuck that one up, Ferris.
Okay.
Stewie.
I have to point out, I played this game, when I was playing this game,
Oh,
pay attention,
that was
pay
it.
attention, pay attention. When I was playing this game, I was doing it in one sitting. And it was like past 7 in the morning when I was here. Tracy got home from work and I was here. So I was playing for
And then
a
you
really
fucking
long time.
got bodied.
I was tired. Ferris! I was really fucking tired by the time I got here, so I was like how tired I was just through this part. So cut me some slack.
I'm sorry, Sweet. I like how you just didn't miss a beat when I did that.
That's how sick of it we are, Ferris. That's how sick of it we are.
You know you love me. You hate what I do, but you love me.
No, we don't.
Ferris.
I'm starting to wonder if I actually even so much as like you. So
I drew you muscle,
Fucking
but you
brutal.
have to like me.
I think we're at the point now we tolerate you, and even that's up to nice.
You only have me
I think we
around
might, I
because
think we
dropped
might be
you-
I think we might be contractually obligated to just have you around.
It's simple. I only provide entertainment for you when I'm being bad at things.
It's okay, Ferris. I think you
So
would
by
make a useful
the
role.
way, I don't want to bother with all this stealth shit. Immediately stealths the entire aircraft hangar here. Okay.
Well, I mean, did you see what happened?
I didn't.
So we're
I
just
didn't,
supposed to go to sleep, and this is faster.
I didn't hear what you said,
I
Sweet.
said, it's
so
okay,
I'm just-
Ferris. I think you'd make a good hole.
Wow.
I would.
Fuck this. Fuck.
Also, I wanted to say that I'm disappointed at how many fences you sliced through and you didn't get trapped underneath one. Because I wanted to do that again. Because that was one of my better moments and I wanted to revisit it last time.
Panic screaming.
That guy up here just being a dick. While you're fighting this one guy one-on-one, he's just firing rockets at you from a random ass location.
Yeah, at least when
I'm pretty sure Raiden is just over here like, as soon as I'm done with this guy, I'm gonna get you next rocket launcher.
Yeah, at least
guy.
when I fire rockets, it's at one person while they can't tell I'm there.
Here's the thing though. Here's the thing.
I should have had a nice temporal anomaly. Rocket launcher man's biggest regret is not using his rocket launcher.
That I couldn't fire one more rocket. The thing was just dangling.
Why did I
there.
take out my sword? Why did I take out my sword and not fire more rockets?
The spine was just dangling there, not even connected to a body. It was just floating in midair.
What's wrong though?
I think that guy was having like a Samus issue where somebody actually had to authorize him to use his rocket launcher.
I mean, considering he is actually on a military base, like, that would be more permissible.
Probably rocket
How many
launchers
guys in front of you do you have to see get sliced into pieces before you decide to like jump authority and fire a rocket?
Okay, so
Oh,
we're
no,
at the meat and
PUPSTAR!
potatoes of the game.
We're
We're at the meat and
PUPSTAR,
potatoes
no!
of this entire episode, guys.
we are far closer to the end than you guys might think.
Someone ran into my dog.
Beep beep.
Now,
I'm a truck.
here's something weird. Somebody knocked out or is heavily damaged Blade Wolf over there.
And he left.
Brian asks where they are, and they don't see him anywhere. How did Blade Wolf survive a fight with what we're gonna see next?
He's a good boy.
No, you don't understand.
I gave him lots of
fight for that.
He's where I store my excess nano paste.
It's just Blade Wolf has finally reached the point where he really needs to eat.
But this fight makes no sense just based on a story level. Because look, this is a fucking Metal Gear. It bored its way underground to fight
It's Metal Gear
Raiden.
Spider!
Somehow he got knocked out by this thing. And I'm not saying Armstrong, because at this point Armstrong wouldn't need to fight everything. Wouldn't need to fight anybody outside of like Sam in his DLC. So
I would like to point out, I'm fairly certain that like 70 people fighting Blade Wolf at once could probably take him on.
It could have just been like some guy who got the jump on him.
Yeah.
Like, just
Like the
somebody
guy
just
with the
like
rocket.
fucking shanked him.
yeah, but the way that this cutscene plays out is supposed to point out that Armstrong over here is the one that knocked out Blade Wolf.
Saucy.
Okay, reimagine the same scene, except instead of Armstrong walking out, it's Trump.
Oh, that's easy. That's real easy. He makes it real easy in a moment.
Metal Gear! Nice little toy you got there. Yeah, it's a Metal Gear. Metal Gear!
No, here's the problem though. I think Senator Armstrong is probably a little bit more well-spoken.
A little bit.
Check
He
the
doesn't say
internet.
things
lately.
like bigly.
Air Force One is coming back to the States.
What? How'd they know?
They decided to send
Someone
Bear
told us
Force.
what's happening on the base. The whole world is up in arms.
So much better.
Show me.
So yeah, Raiden has a constant Wi-Fi connection. Also, they're using Raiden as a terrorist that is attacking the Pakistani base.
He would need it to keep in touch with.
The story leaked early. Then Marshall's plan is ruined.
The hell is
Don't worry guys, they have satellite
Blow what
phones.
they're saying.
I'm a little confused. Why isn't there like 50 Secret Service dudes here right now?
I can say the part is like Axis of Evil.
The president was saved.
And yet American blood was spilled.
By America.
I'm an American, I think.
A few dozen soldiers is tragic, but nothing to start a major
After
war.
Colorado, I'm a little hazy on everything.
The excuse we've been
I think
waiting
I
for.
smoked enough to.
So something about
Fake
Armstrong
trade.
here is actually pretty cool in that like he is effectively the American government in a way, where it's like they'll use any minor tragedy, even if it is like tragic, and they'll use it as a spark to just incite people into war, and that's his entire modus operandi here.
Actually, I was thinking to state earlier that it takes the platinum action game to make better statements about the military-industrial complex than Kojima's 4 hours of cutscenes.
Yeah.
The economy. So we'll do whatever it
Like,
takes.
my dog just got hit by a truck and a giant spider emerged from hell and the president crawled out of it. I may have never left Colorado.
Ryden's just at the base of the Marshall World building, just tweaking out.
Not
We're
the
spreading
meme.
memes just
No,
fine
you
ourselves.
shit-posting piece of shit!
And we will be making our own memes now.
Lalelulelo.
Need something to jumpstart the economy out of this funk. This recession it's been stuck in since the fall of SO.
Have you guys ever thought about like universal healthcare and green technology?
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you thought of like
You really need to use the giant robots.
government work grants?
Rebuilding infrastructure.
Heavily investing in wind power and solar.
Paying taxes. Trust me.
No war, Jack. Oh, okay.
With so many technological advancements, you'd think that you wouldn't have to actually have people work as much.
Relax, Jack. It's a war on terror. We're not out to kill civilians. Extremists, lawless gangs, madmen.
Robot dog.
Of course, that would have to include you.
So yeah, this is probably the most accurate statement about the military-industrial complex, like you said, Zooey. How did he throw his cigar that far, by the way?
Fuck, he almost got me.
Why did he take off his suit coat there?
It's hot in there.
He
It
was
is
wearing
stuffy.
2 steps, and all of a sudden,
Oh shit, so he's got 3 joysticks.
You just hung it up on the door.
There's just a nice coat rack in the middle of the coat rock there.
Or he threw it down to that pit of hell with the spiders above.
Yeah, this is like one of my favorite gags.
So
Meg controlled by a controller?
Oh.
Well, that's it.
You can have that one.
You can have that one.
Yeah, I already knew about that.
Yeah, thanks for watching the Rising playthrough.
That was great. That was great. That was great.
So yeah, thanks for watching the Metal Gear Rising playthrough, guys. See you later. But for serious, this is the Metal Gear Excelsis fight, and it's actually kind of painfully easy, except you can't block any of its attacks. Otherwise, you'll take chip damage. So anybody looking to perfect this fight, yeah, never parry.
I just want to say,
I messed up earlier. I really shouldn't have used that game over earlier. I should have used it where I just used it.
so like when the mission objective popped up at the start of this fight, it said stop Metal Gear Excelsius. I thought it said shop Metal Gear exclusives.
Damn it, Bandai!
Wait a minute, you were between that, you still got hit.
I thought our exclusivity deal with McFarlane Toys was only an MGS2.
I call bullshit on that, so you stood in the middle between those things and you still got hit.
It's weird.
Lightning!
It's like a shockwave kind of thing.
This is the worst mobile nuke platform I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be a mobile nuke platform this time. They kind of just gave up on that with this one.
Kel, did you see the end of Metal Gear Solid 3?
I don't believe I did.
Oh, this fight on the Shagohod. Oh.
Hit the road, Jack.
Is it trying to mirror the fight on top of Rex in the first game?
They always try to. The fight on top of Rex, the fight on top of Arsenal, the fight on top of the Shagohod.
The fight on top of the...
Yeah, there wasn't a fight on top of
Right, Spider-Man.
You fought Vulcan.
Yeah, you were shooting at Vulcan while he was on top of the Shagohod, but you didn't go on top of it.
Yeah, I was on top of it.
Yeah.
7 more to go.
7 more to go. 7 more to go. 58 HP.
The only way to kill a spider is to remove all its legs one by one.
PUPSTAR, jack into it!
PUPSTAR now!
Skull jack him! I just took off like half your health.
Why did you put half your health into one leg?
Oh look, it's time to heal.
Oh, by the way, he's also summoning geckos. And he has plasma cannons.
You gave birth to mooses!
We're far from Canada right now.
Your mommy geared
But
out.
hey, you know,
He's feeding me Skittles!
you know, if Armstrong really wanted to kill Raiden here, he wouldn't have gotten the geckos in the first place, much less, like, shoot them with his own plasma cannons.
Right, because he's feeding you Skittles.
Yeah.
He's just totally feeding us Skittles one by one.
Armstrong seems like the kind of president who just wants to look badass and beat the shit out of you. So.
He's not a president, though. He's a senator.
Not for
He's
lack
not
of
even.
trying.
He's not even fit for office right now.
I think he's exceeding his bounds of
trying.
power.
Where's the Skittles? Where's the Skittles?
And the Skittles would be really nice right now.
What's wrong?
Oh,
I'm dead.
how did you fuck that up, Sui?
Like I said, I was up playing this for like a really long time.
And why didn't you?
Shop Metal Gear exclusives.
Why didn't I what?
Well, at the very least, you don't have to fucking start the fight all over again. That would have been fucking.
Yeah,
I think it's like
yeah, because the boss moves really slowly, so
They would
the
just
boss
take
moves
so
really
long.
slowly.
You know, all I can think of is, you know, it'd be really effective just being on top of it, stabbing it, because I don't think it can actually manage to get you off it if you were.
They could just throw mooses in that direction.
Those
Also,
are lasers.
Also, keep in mind that Also, keep in mind while fighting this thing that like Armstrong will constantly spew patriotic-sounding phrases at you, like "Let loose the flames of justice" or "Feel the wrath of the USA."
Make Pakistan great again.
So that we can topple it.
Thank you, Gecko, for taking me out of the way.
Get down, get down, Mr. Jack Ryder.
I will save you! Quickly, take my Skittles. He must be stopped.
The geckos are all
How many of my brothers have died this day?
mostly by your hand, but you know what? Armstrong's the bigger
There is a
asshole
greater
here.
evil at hand. We must set aside our differences, Jack Ryden.
My brother is in the loading bay. Please stop this madness before any harm comes to him.
Take my power, Jack Ryden, and use it to save America.
And tell my brother I loved him.
Like sexually. It's kind
one
of
do you-
I know. I'm
So then
sorry
still
for
get
bringing
hit
you into
off
this.
screen.
Which one's your brother? He's the moose.
But you're both mooses.
I love that you take the Skittles and you still get hit off screen right after I said that entire line.
So half his hit points is in one leg and the other half is in the arms.
Yeah, but wait until you see how we finish the fight.
It's about it going back to the same over the top from the beginning of the game.
I have like one last jaw spark hitting this off.
But Uncle Sam is dead.
Too bad nobody's calling in air support on either side here.
Well,
Pretty sure Armstrong's gone rogue at this point.
Nah, he just needs that war fuel his economy.
Well, I don't even know why Armstrong is here in the first place. Like,
yeah, there's nothing that requires him to be on hand for this.
Oh, all of his minions died.
Yeah, but for his plan, it didn't require him being here.
This game has been a long string of people doing things that don't apply to the plan.
Yes.
Remember that assassination at the beginning?
I don't
Kidnap a dude and then murder him
I
5
saw
minutes
them
later
in-
for a reason.
Yeah, I saw him able to figure out why exactly they were like, why the winds were there.
Yeah. They're just terrible at planning.
It was basically just like, hey, you hear Raiden's here. You want to dick around with him? Yeah.
This asshole's been a thorn in my side this entire plan. Needs to go down. I heard that. You know who hit my dog?
I'm gonna find out because PUPSTAR had a family.
He forgot about it because we wiped his memory, but he had it still.
So my internet shat itself there for a sec. Sorry.
It's okay. We're honest. We're just talking about
Anyway,
PUPSTAR's lost family.
Yeah. So this is also Collective Consciousness, the song playing. And here's how we're gonna finish the fight.
I'm gonna borrow this arm real quick.
Somehow we throw the entire fucking Metal Gear.
It's not done.
Hey, let go of the arm. I need it.
Excelsius is just like painted balsa wood. He's incredibly light.
Give me-
Whole mech
give me
weighs
that
like
arm.
15 pounds.
That's not how you do a bang. That's a sword.
Let me give you a hand. Let me give you a hand there, Armstrong. So, on a scale of 1 to oh my god, what the fuck is going on right now? How ridiculous is this? We're having a duel with a Metal Gear using its own fucking arm.
I don't know, this seems pretty standard anime to me.
And then
Yeah.
John
Oh, now we're
with
cutting
his
it.
arm.
Yeah, the classic Adash. I'm going to rip off your arm and beat you with it. Live the dream. Live the dream.
Also, despite like we sliced it 3 times, like
Just
it
cutting
should
up
be
something.
bisected at this part. It's completely whole. Don't worry about it.
I like how Sui got a D on that.
Also, by the way, that wasn't the most ridiculous part of the game yet.
Is he gonna get 100% mad now?
The entire ending just keeps ramping up and going up and up.
Is this what you meant earlier, sir, about like just like the constant action, constant climax?
Yes.
You're just non-stop coming.
Even Raiden doesn't believe this shit right now.
This is making me feel like I should record like an entire playthrough of Sin and Punishment 2.
Armstrong, do you have like constipation or something? Do you need pills?
Do we need to get you some Pepto-Bismol?
That was
Holy
kind of
shit,
badass.
you got swole!
Oh shit, now he's drawn by life field.
Weight Watchers is a hell of a drug, Jack.
The hell are you thinking?
I'm sorry, with that tiny tie, I can't take you seriously right now.
Especially the fact that it's fucking gold.
Oh no, this hurts. This really hurts. Make fun of my tie, will you?
Sonny, help me, he's doing One Piece Jet over here.
You're not Luffy!
Try University of Texas.
I say anytime I hear someone like on Texas called the "Don't mess in Texas" attitude, all I hear is like a little dog yapping. Like that's all I hear.
Okay, so his quote is like, he could rip the president in two with his bare hands. Sounds like America's political structure is based on your strength.
Keep that in mind going forward.
You guys, how come you guys aren't laughing at the line, "Don't fuck with this senator"?
Or
was
the
probably
fact that,
his-
like,
that
he
was probably
fucking
his,
just
like-
kicked Raiden like a football.
That was probably in his election commercials.
I don't have time for this. Why don't you stick around and find out? So do you want me to waste your time or not? Like,
There's sending some really mixed messages right now.
I'm having trouble reading your motive. I think I rolled poorly.
So yeah, out of fucking nowhere, we're now fighting Armstrong, who's apparently gone Super Saiyan.
He turned into Iron Man.
I am curious.
I'm just wondering if he's another one of those, just kind of like, you know, weird government experiments. Psycho Mantis and all that nonsense.
I only have one thing to say to this entire thing.
We'll figure out the source of his powers like in 2 seconds, because you're supposed to lose this part of the fight.
I'm curious on how low
Sui
he
is
can get his
trying to
health
win,
before-
but he's not going to.
I am curious about what's the lowest you can get his health down before it just like automatically cuts it off for you.
Oh, it's like
I only have one thing to say to all of this right now. PUPSTAR now!
So this is the first of the 100 boss fight rush, right?
Yeah.
Just Senator Model 1.
How many phases does Armstrong have?
Like 3 or 4. And
Fuck, my
Koki,
boner.
there actually is a PUPSTAR now moment towards the end.
No, here's the thing. He's just constantly yelling PUPSTAR now. PUPSTAR now.
PUPSTAR! Oh God! For the love of God, now!
He's just getting more and more desperate as he goes along. Also, another chin point right there.
Yeah.
Now see, I like how at first, like, he missed the chin, but then the second time it's like, nope, chin still got hit.
I also imagine that PUPSTAR finally heeds
So we
the call.
So Raiden just decides, you know what? Fuck my sword. I'm gonna fight this guy who's been kicking my ass this entire time, hand to hand. And he's also like debating with him right now.
Fighting a war on multiple fronts. Yeah, just imagine PUPSTAR finally heeds the call at the end of the game. It's like, I'm sorry it took me so long to respond. My mind was wiped and I forgot you needed me, PUPSTAR.
I didn't know you were referring to me.
I don't know about you guys, but this is like the most poignant political debate we've had in years.
Yeah, and it's funny because it was like 3 years early.
Coming from a platinum action game.
3 years early.
Can we pick our next president this way?
You're right about one thing.
Cage match.
Steel cage match against a cyborg and a guy with a ton of nanomachines in him.
Wanna know why? I have a dream.
Okay, you're not qualified to use that quote.
Every person in this nation will control their own destiny.
Senator Armstrong, I just have one question for you. Like, after this fight, are you gonna shrink back down, or are you stuck like that forever? It's really bugging me.
Okay, so right now, we're witnessing the fight between socialism and anarcho-capitalism.
Against what? I'm sorry?
Anarcho-capitalism.
Yeah, between socialism and anarcho-capitalism.
Anarcho-capitalism, yes.
Yeah.
Anarcho-capitalism.
Well, also social Darwinism right here too.
That's part of anarcho-capitalism.
Where every man is free to think, to act for himself.
Oh, here comes the
All
line.
these lunatic lawyers and chicken shit bureaucrats. Fuck this 24/7 internet spew of trivia and celebrity bullshit.
Alex Jones?
No. Aren't you technically using the internet for your plan here? Shut up!
Fuck the media.
Is that a haymaker?
Yep. He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to use like actual martial arts.
Rotten to the core.
He's so strong. He doesn't actually need to use like focused attacks. He just needs to throw out as many haymakers as he wants.
Wipe the slate clean. Burn it down.
That way,
I just got up.
And from the ashes, a new America will be born. Evolved, but unchanged.
Mr. Armstrong, sir, I just want to point out that you are stronger than my servos, but not stronger than my armor, so this is pointless.
Wait, Koki, here comes the line. At the time, it was still a Reagan quote, but now it's just.
Can we have it patched out of the game?
Does Kamiya consider this a mistake?
So he's using a gigantic war to end war as a business. How about you just like stop funding the military for a couple of years? They have a bit of a bloated budget. You guys are standing on a giant fucking robot. You're filled with nanomachines. He is a cyborg. I'm pretty sure at this point, like, fighting wars at this point isn't the problem.
It's like Armstrong's getting mad that he won't break.
He keeps doing all.
Stare at his bulge.
At this point, like, yeah, and also like that was so good he needed to have a smoke there.
That's good for you too.
Have a good time.
He's kind of like 1000% bulge right now.
He's also very veiny.
200% erect.
Well, I don't write my own speeches.
Full body erection. That's how I got elected.
For what you believe in sometime, Jack. Not for a company or a nation.
I'm
or
okay.
anyone else.
I just need a minute.
Maybe I was wrong about
So,
you.
as we know from Sam's DLC, this is technically how Armstrong hires people. So it's like, he beats the shit out of Raiden while yelling about his ideals. And then when Raiden is like, you know what, maybe you're not as bad as I might think, he like dusts him off and gets him up all politely and whatnot.
You're not green.
Earlier you asked how I got elected. I did this exact same thing to the majority of the constituents in my state.
I went door to door.
And then Raiden is just like,
Insane!
That fucking demo tank though. They're what?
Fuck you, I'm a Democrat!
And then what's up with this? Why this?
Yeah.
Armstrong,
Just for the
what
tie,
are
I'm
you,
pretty
Armstrong,
sure.
what are you doing?
That is a
Check out
tiny
his
fucking
chunky
tie.
I told you, I can't take him seriously!
Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack.
Once you notice it, you can't unnotice it.
Also,
What?
he has like, he's all bald but has no ass.
What do you know about the weak? You weren't
He's
born
basically a buff Hank Hill.
You've never been hungry. You don't know what it's like to
So,
fight.
how come, like, his tie didn't grow to fit his new body, but his glasses did?
But you did survive. Through sheer force of will, following your own set of rules. With your own two hands, you took back your life.
And now, I'll take yours.
You killed PUPSTAR, you gotta die.
So, after that long-ass cutscene, and one that spouted a ton of memes, we're fighting Armstrong again, only this time we don't have our swords, so...
Oh, that was fast.
Can't we just discuss this? Punches you right in the fucking gut.
No.
We spent the last 15 minutes discussing this, Armstrong.
I got using the drone footage camera.
I know the only thing that can stop
What was it called?
you now. The only thing that can stop him now is the House of Representatives.
He handed my bird red.
That's the name of this technique, yo.
What?
You are already dead.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. You guys see that the Yakuza 4 System North Star game?
Yeah.
I want it.
Guys, I'm running out of Cliffy Anime Barrage to unleash upon him.
Oh, thank God! Another
I tried Aura, I tried
Da-da-da-da.
Here it comes, guys. He's naked.
Nope, he still has his pants on.
I like for this transformation, he just ripped off his own shirt. He didn't like bust out of it getting huge, he just pulled it off.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he's got the dark side on him.
No, he has nano machines, son. How are you still alive? Why is any of us having superpowers right now, nano machines? It's always nano machines in
Wanna bet?
here. It's always nano machines. Always.
Whee!
PUPSTAR, where the hell are you?
PUPSTAR, yeah.
PUPSTAR now. George now. Sonny now. Anyone now.
I'll even take Boris. Somebody please help.
Sam, you're totally still alive, right? This is a cape, right?
A caper.
Thank you, Base Sam, for unlocking your sword.
Oh no, he's doing his own cliche anime barrage. And he's... Also, he's dented into fucking Metal Gear.
To me, they just look like they're evenly matched. Neither one of them can actually hurt the other one.
So, after all of that, after taking a punching like that, being dented into Metal Gear, Raiden's still alive.
I'm okay.
He's still perfectly intact. This is
PUPSTAR now!
PUPSTAR now! PUPSTAR now!
Raiden, you've been messing up the timing on that for the last month. Shut up.
PUPSTAR
You're
now!
causing a time paradox.
PUPSTAR now!
Sam.
I cut him down, and that's that. Back to a regularly scheduled international incident.
PUPSTAR now!
Okay, Ferris, we get it.
If I die here, the lock on my blade will disable
That trigger's
after a couple
backwards.
hours. What happens after that?
It's supposed to be
It's
that
up to
way.
you, Wolfie.
So I can pull it from the hill.
Even dead, that guy's a pain in my ass.
But you spent so much time trying to hire him, Armstrong.
You think that little sword can save your master?
Not the size of your sword, it's how you use it, asshole.
Well, go ahead then. But make no mistake.
Being a steroid monster, you should understand that or at least respect
when
it.
I'm finished with him, you're next.
I was not designed to fear termination.
Huh?
I was designed to fear clowns.
I was designed to be cuddly and adorable.
To expire here would violate that directive.
So our HF blade isn't going to do much against Armstrong over here. So maybe we'll get like glorious
We gotta
Nippon
fall back to
Steers.
Rory's Nippon Steer.
But that has changed.
Nano machines are scared of the weave. That's why they
I
move
think
out
you
of
should
the way.
just say fuck it and beat him down with the arm lance.
Why don't we just use like the little knife that's on his sheath?
PUPSTAR now!
See, if you saved it for that.
Grab the sword, Armstrong. Grab the sword, Armstrong. Grab the sword, Armstrong. Why did you just let it fall?
You fucked up now, boy. Not my dog!
You kicked my dog?
I kick your ass.
So, before this fight came to mind, keep in mind, like I said, I was really fucking tired. I had a second win. Like, after all the times I failed doing this fight.
Because it's all the hype.
No, I wouldn't say hype because, like, I didn't consider much this interesting, and this is, like, easily, like, the most boring song in the game.
Oh, fuck off.
This song sucks compared to everything else.
I thought you were gonna say, like, you've been tired this whole time, and at the next dimension you're not gonna move because you accidentally fell asleep for a little while.
I sort of, I blacked out and came to the credits.
This is the first time Sweet's seeing this section.
Raiden, that's my line.
Raiden is jumping.
So yeah, thanks to the power of glorious Nippon Steel, we're gonna be able to fight Armstrong.
He has 200 health.
Honestly, I think Sundowner could have done with having 200 health.
A little bit, yeah.
It's just like, ah, you can't catch me! I'm jumping around!
So yeah, so this is where all the budget went for the final level. Like, just this one fight.
It could, but you say that, but like, this whole entire time I was doing this fight, it was bothering me how low poly everything around me is.
Yep.
You're not supposed to focus on that shit.
Well, you're not focusing on the thing around him, you're focusing on him, because if you don't, you're fucking dead. Also, he flew.
Yeah. It's not really that hard to, like, dodge him.
So hey, Sui, did you ever figure out how to do precision blade mode after all of that time you've had to figure it out?
Why don't you find out?
I'm gonna be so disappointed, Sui. Come on, do it right. Thank you.
I don't have the health to fuck it up.
Sure.
Thank you. There you go. Yay! You finally learned, Sui!
What do you mean, finally?
Listen, man, I watched that Sundowner fight. I watched the Monsoon fight.
Okay, actually what happened was I had...
I'm not
No.
justified.
Hold on.
Guys, stop fighting.
I was using my Steam controller. That was it. That's all. I don't know what the fuck happened there. It's in my Steam controller. And the Steam controller has a default setting with camera aim, in that the joystick acts with a, like, when you slide the joystick for the camera aim, it has like a cooldown. It works differently than just pointing. So I turned that off for this fight.
Okay, what the hell's going on here? You're supposed to get something in its back?
Yeah,
he regenerates.
When he's glowing green like that, yeah. And if you miss the blade mode thing, then he'll counter you.
So with the comment about how all the budget was used for this fight, I guess that tells you what committees he was in.
Well, all the budget for the final level here. That's why the final level is such a disappointment. But this fight isn't really. Regardless of what Sui says about the music, I still think the Armstrong fight is one of the better boss fights in the game. Just for how like fucking kinetic it is, how chaotic it can get to, because he has a lot of like CC and ways to like keep you locked in place. Also, he hits like a truck too. So, but he's not like Monsoon, where he has like 0 frame moves. You know?
The Sundowner fight was the most fun for me. It bothered me, it was so quick.
Yeah, the Sundowner fight, I think, ranks low, mainly because Sundowner has such low HP compared to everybody else.
I loved the fights.
Yeah. But I think Sundowner blew all of his budget for his armor on the Japanese Garden in World Martial HQ, so...
I'm still not convinced that wasn't Armstrong. He started this fight with sumo posing.
No, I will record the DLC. You will see it was not Armstrong.
It wasn't Armstrong.
It was definitely not Armstrong.
Whee! The people's elbow!
That crunch.
Did your parents name machines protect you from that?
Somebody got that on the first take, I bet you. And they had an orgasm as soon as they heard it.
I hit you.
Accurate.
Come on!
Accurate.
Also, this fight was not as frantic as you say. He spends a lot of time just standing still.
Well, what difficulty are you playing on?
This is normal. I did it on hard, even then.
Well, I say it's frantic because it's like, if he gets you in any of his CC abilities, then, yeah. He also has like a lot of like unblockable moves too, so even if he is moving or even if he is, yeah, but you still take damage, so I wouldn't say it's blockable.
A chip is like what, 1%? Fuck it.
Listen, I've been trying to perfect this fight for months. Give me a break.
You don't need a no damage to S.
Yes, you do. You need it to get the achievement.
Well, the achievement, sure, but like you don't need it to S rank. Fuck it. I'm just getting, I was like sitting all this time trying to line up, I was like, fuck it, I just hit the X button.
You exploded.
that's probably not healthy.
It's okay, Senator. I get like that after you eat the Taco Bell.
Another thing that kind of makes this fight frenetic, Sui, is that like when he moves quick. Like he has a lot of wind-up. No, he has a lot of wind-up, but as soon as he's done winding up, he's in your face. So you got to do something about that.
He moves so slowly when he is in your face.
Yeah, and
that's not frantic.
Since the guy who lost 2 nano pace already.
I was done. Like if I was actually awake here, and when I was in hard mode, this went by in slow motion.
Yeah, but I'm only going on the footage here, Sui, and what else? And you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing you get almost bodied.
You're seeing me being awake for almost 24 hours.
You do that all the time.
No, I don't. Not anymore.
Yeah, but what happened to that second win, Sui?
What happened? Yeah, because I had to do this fight like a bunch of times before I figured out. Yeah, he moves real slow.
PUPSTAR now!
And this music, it's
Also,
the worst
Armstrong
track in the
just kinda
game. Why do
gave up.
people love this track?
Armstrong just kind of gave up there.
I mean, you may not like it, Sweet, but I like it.
It's the worst song in the game.
To you?
The normal fight music is better.
Hit the hand. There you go.
Slice, slice, stab.
So, hey. I heard a rumor that Armstrong here possesses the legendary Skittle.
The fabled white one.
It's like
The Easter Skittles.
They haven't made these since like 1983.
That's the entire game in a nutshell. Right? You guys to get a pack of Skittles. Ends up saving America in the long run.
Taste the rainbow!
I wonder what your Skittles taste like. Let's find out!
oh damn it, it's lime. I hate lime.
They don't have lime Skittles anymore, though. They changed to green apple, which I think was a great choice.
Your dream dies with you.
No, wait.
Oh, that was sharp. Let me
fuck
move my hand.
You guaranteed the status quo will go on. For a
Jack,
while.
let me live. I'll save your dog.
War will continue as an institution.
I'll make sure that your harem goes through
Men will
Congress.
fight for reasons they don't understand. Causes they don't.
That's
Knowledge.
that's always the theme in Metal Gear. Armstrong, like soldiers fight for causes they don't really understand.
But at
If you
least
let go of my heart, I'll let you have my tiny tie.
the successor. You, Jack.
I meant jerk.
Of course, why do you have to spell it out for us,
Have your own
Armstrong? I think we
I'm
kind of
just-
figured.
You
I'm just
smart
imagining during this scene, Raiden just like squeezing on his lungs every once in a while he's talking to you, just like, you
don't let legal
like he can't do voice control.
and if it
The outside is hard, but the inside is squishy.
Yeah. I'm just imagining like his internal monologue, something like,
Kalima!
The legendary
Kalima!
Skittle.
Behold, the legendary white Skittle.
I didn't even know it was white.
Tasty.
Kalima.
deep inside.
That was worth like the 34 years.
I think they went a little far with his pacemaker.
little
Feature
bit.
creep.
Listen, as we all know, Doctor is probably the one that did it.
And he was masturbating the whole time.
So the cut dialogue for that speech was, "And I will always love you." Ooh.
And then it cuts to the song.
Jack, I'm haunting you. No!
Like, was it a good idea for me to absorb his nano paste? Because I'm afraid he's gonna take me over like a ghost now. That feels
No.
right.
That would be kind of an interesting feature to a game. Having one of the bosses just haunt you for the rest of the game. Just, like, add one random boss out of the run. Okay, you fucked me up. Now I'm just gonna commentate on everything you're doing.
This shit.
Fable kinda did that, actually, like, in the
Yeah.
last chapters, but...
Although, I thought that if you destroyed them... Well, I thought if you went for the good-aligned ending, that didn't happen. Although I can't remember.
Well, if you went for the good aligned ending in the last chapters, like, Jack will still talk shit to you.
Oh, okay.
After all that.
It's a pretty
It's
terrible
just in the
rendered
expansion.
pizza.
For the last time.
And he just like palmed a slice.
At least Armstrong will never be president.
At least he's using a napkin right away.
I mean, Raiden.
guess not everybody can render pizza as immaculately as Final Fantasy 15.
Devil May Cry 4.
There he is.
I have excellent news. We are approved. The new corporation is established.
Hooray.
Yay!
Doc.
Now I'll be able to fill my torture dungeon with brains!
Behold, my child cyborg harem!
And they will be using all the wonderful arms Raiden has collected.
We're sure this isn't child labor?
Oh, so that's what that was for.
It's not child labor when there's only a brain.
My child armor will all look like George. It will be glorious. He is the perfect child.
Donations alone would not even cover their maintenance. Besides, this way they'll learn a trade. Perhaps some discipline, huh?
Gotta keep those brains
It's
in
not
line.
a perfect solution.
Brain line.
At least these kids will get a decent education.
Like I said, socialism versus
I know how to return them to the
anarcho-capitalism.
streets, or to broken homes.
Which side are we supposed to be?
Oh,
And now he's dead. Now he's dead.
An imperfect solution for an imperfect world.
Well, another benefit. A peaceful application for all my research.
Since when do you care?
Doctor wants to go legit.
Events have been food for thought.
Meanwhile, Doctor's like, finally a peaceful solution. Like nobody thought of this before.
Finally, I can begin my army of robot prostitutes. That's a scary.
Doctor,
Behold.
why are you looking very, like, menacing there?
Yeah, that was.
Behold, the
Oh, this fucking
Orga
kid
vibe.
again.
I don't know how she
Sure.
understands him.
No one understands.
Well, apparently Sunny's supposed to be a super genius, so maybe she's the only one in the world that can't
That
understand
doesn't
him.
really.
No, she can read the subtitles.
I like how George's robot arm
Bitch,
is
what
too
you
big.
say?
He cut like half his body off, so
PUPSTAR, no.
he's just a torso.
alert! Alert! Resending.
Ow.
PUPSTAR's dead.
That's what killed him. After everything else in the game, that's what killed him.
I kind of want her headphones though.
Yeah.
Big ass headset.
He rescued me too, you know. Saved my
Someone's
life.
got some thighs.
I owe him everything.
I think those are just the pants. Also, she's like
Some
12.
level, He'll always
Still,
be
that
Jack
doesn't mean she
the
doesn't have
Ripper.
thighs, Aka.
Why are you...
I notice things.
Aka's now really conflicted.
I was gonna say,
about
which
his
is worse,
owner.
him noticing it or it being modeled.
Let me balance this out. You know what? Armstrong had some thighs too. I just didn't feel the need to point it out during that fight.
But now he did.
But I
Yeah.
noticed it.
He noticed
I
the
mean,
bulge.
did you not see his chunky ass?
No, he didn't have a chunky ass is the thing.
I had a chunkless ass.
Ren, I know, is a total dork.
Zakira.
He also really liked Skittle.
That's because if he died, you died.
Sonny.
Okay.
Sonny, you weren't there for MGS2. He was excited about not drowning.
Well, wait, hold on a second. They're acting like Ryan is dead, but wasn't he perfectly fine at the end of that?
He was just there.
He left.
Yeah, he
And
just
they're
got-
just acting like he's dead?
He left.
after that.
Like-
After that, he just kind of fucked off from Maverick.
Quentin Flynn, aka Skittles.
Spoilers.
Did Vinny ever get that interview?
Wait, Phil Lamar was one?
Yes. Phil
Yeah.
Lamar. Phil Lamar was K-Dog. Got his cracked out.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vinny
Also,
was
T
supposed-
Money.
Vinny was supposed to have an interview with Quentin Flynn after he played this game, but I don't think he ever got it. Like Quentin was all for it and everything after like he talked to him at the convention, but like I don't think it ever actually happened.
And things.
He's
There
on
might have been, like,
Datu
some schedule
programmer.
conflicts or something.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining Zandatsu programming in action. Just this is how you program. You slice the computer in half and rip out the hard drive.
I mean, that was like the first thing they showed of the game was the object cutting.
Yeah. Back when it was supposed to be like a entirely different game before it became Platinum Action.
Those spoilers, some people might be wondering what I did after I walked out at the end of this game. I may have been in the desert killing aliens for a while. We will see in the future. We will see. Wink.
Nice foreshadowing.
I have something in regards to that interview with Quentin Flynn. It's like something Vinny posted. He says, "Glad you remember, but I have spoken about it on the stream a bit. I think Quentin got really busy and ended up working a lot around the time we were supposed to do the interview. Our schedules never really met up, and when I finally asked him if he was ready, he didn't get back to me. I believe he was overseas at the time, so yeah, it sucks that this didn't happen, and I'm not the one to pester people for things. I've learned not to announce a thing unless I am 100% guaranteed that it's going to happen."
Yes. Yeah, I think Quentin Flynn is like a relatively prominent voice actor, so it makes sense.
There was a last name that just scrolled by that was like Lazaroto, which just sounds like some laser-based pasta dish, and I want it.
So yeah, that was Metal Gear Rising, everybody. It's a fun Platinum Action game. It's kind of dumb, but I think that's just what makes Platinum Action.
Now think about it. There's one game I want to share with y'all that is
200% mad.
What's that? Yeah.
There's a game I want to share with y'all that is about as absurd as this game in terms of the action and dialogue.
That is.
But you guys have heard of Asura's Wrath, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Y'all need to see how fucking batshit insane that gets as well.
I have seen it.
But Asura's Wrath isn't a game, it's an anime.
I mean, yeah, it's like a fucking interactive anime is what it is.
Seriously though, the next game we're doing in this Let's Play series will be Metal Gear Solid 5 Pachinko. We are having a Pachinko machine flown out of Japan and delivered to Sui.
The MGS3 one, where they had
that still fucking pisses me off.
Real-looking.
No.
They put so much effort into those renders, all for a fucking pachinko machine. That's fucking bullshit.
I would like to point out we never actually paid for the pachinko machine.
Someone stole it and is shipping it out of Japan.
I'm sorry, Jack Ryden, but the next game we're doing is actually Metal Gear Survive, so...
Fuck you.
I haven't seen enough of that to really make an opinion,
Have they even showed any of it?
Listen, they showed it like once, and everybody got pissed off, so Konami's not showing it again.
I'm gonna throw this out here, and it's gonna be reported, it's gonna be put on the internet. I'm gonna be hunted down because of this. I do not think Kojima is the genius everyone wants to tell him.
I am willing to agree.
Yeah.
I think he's crazy enough that I don't want to disparage him publicly because he may actually come to my house and murder me. So hear that, Kojima?
I'm not saying
I got your back.
Work. I'm just saying everyone treats him like masterwork, masterpiece, everything he touches. I don't think I would grant him that.
No.
Also, my statement on this is Kojima's kind of like my dad, and I probably shouldn't talk bad about him in public. Konami tells me I should, but I don't think I should. I'm really conflicted.
Definitely not going to defend Konami. I'm definitely not going to do that.
They're like my evil dad.
I think a lot of that kind of hype for Kojima comes from all the shit that he had to deal with from Konami.
No, this was before. This was like MGS 3 into 4. This all started.
Well, MGS3 was kind of fantastic.
That was its own kind of crazy, and it also threw in the almost obnoxiously anime kind of stuff the MGS series used to do. Which,
it was
bizarrely enough, this one had the least of.
Wait. Metal Gear Solid 3, the one that was clearly based on James Bond movies, is too anime?
It had a lot of that, yes. It was trying to throw it in, and it has the same problem that I had with the Knights of Sidonia series, is that it's half of the team is trying to do something Western, and the other half of the team is trying to do something Eastern, and they're trying too hard to make it meet in the middle, and it doesn't work.
Guys.
Because one side overpowers the other.
Guys. Like, these credits are kind of winding down, and I want to know if I could have a chance to plug my book.
You'll have a chance.
So, like, I just wanted to give a shout out. You can go to Amazon and search for Jack Ryden, a memoir of my two dads and my sweet ass robot dog. It is the story of my exploits, and I would really appreciate it if you could buy it, because I think I've only sold like 2 so far. Like, PUPSTAR got 1, and I don't know who bought the other one, but I could really use the money right now, because this desert is hell, these aliens suck, and they're not paying me enough. Thanks. Riding out.
Wait,
well, he's gone.
Wait, hang on. Oh man, I was gonna ask him if he saw like a circular skull rolling around.
I think Ryden's coming back. Hold on, look, he's just turned the corner there.
No, he's gone.
And how's business?
Oh, good, good. Herr Doctor's research and staffing service certainly help.
I hear World Marshal's looking for a buyer.
Well, you cost them a lot of money, huh? Not to mention killing their funding.
Like a lot of money.
Literally.
Literally killed their funding.
Now, the break-taking program is finished, but the larger company is not, I'm afraid.
Plug for sequels that never
I
happened.
mean, was there really a problem with the larger company? Like, it was really just kind of a brain-taking operation.
They don't understand. Causes
So he,
Oh no.
he hopped into Payday.
no.
Okay. Metal Gear Rising Heist.
Your mind is made. You will not come back.
Sorry, Boris.
I understand. But then, what will you do?
I'm going to kill everyone.
And
Oh, you
everyone died.
Oh, you missed the last line of that.
Oh well.
Oh well.
He was gonna go. Oh, I have my own war to fight, and then like the Metal Gear Rising logo was supposed to just pop in and go.
I got your back.
Amazing.
I have my own war to fight.
Now, see, you know what you should have done for that anything there, sweet?
Yes,
Hey.
thank you, Cookie.
Before, like, if he was going to say, like, I have my own war to fight, you just cut into, like, fucking him getting decimated by the Armstrong, like, mech, and then cut to credits again.
But yeah, that's the end of the game. Bye, everyone.